Hey guys, I'm here. Today we're going to be checking out the winner of our February movie poll, and it is The Greatest Beer Run Ever. I know the premise of this film. I never actually watched any of the trailers for it. I do recall when this was coming out, but yeah, I never got around to checking it out. One of the many films that I never got around to check it out, but it has Zac Efron in it. Remember guys, if you want to contribute, put out a suggestion, or help vote on what movies to react to each month, you can do that over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. Get you access to the watch-alongs for all the shows and movies that we cover here. Also, you know, you get our monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, all that jazz as well. So if you guys want to kind of help push and drive this thing going forward, that's how you can do it. But guys, I hope you enjoy this reaction. I hope I enjoy this movie. We've had a good track record so far. So with that said, hope you enjoy the reaction. If you do, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, and let's get into the movie. Here we go.
All I'm saying is I can't remember the last time Chickie paid for a beer.
Wait, are you calling me cheap? Shit me? Hey, Noodle, when I get off his ship, flush with cash, who picks up more tabs than me?
No one.
Bingo. Can't go to the Shilling no more because that's where the Keenan brothers hang out.
Are they still mad about you and their sister?
I don't know, and I don't want to find out.
Put this shit on!
I did. I love this song.
I love this song too.
And keep them coming.
Jeez.
11:30 mass began 10 minutes ago, for Christ's sake. Get the hell up, Chick.
For God's sakes, Chickie, church started already.
Yeah?
Hold on, wait a second. They were yelling at him about being late for church, but it looked like none of them were even dressed yet. At all. Or is this he has to go, but they're not? What the fuck? You just go in with just enough time to like pretend to have been. None of them went! I'm so confused.
This is my time to kick back and relax a little. Like a professor on summer break.
Oh yeah, you're... When I was your age, I had 2 jobs, I had 3 kids, I had a wife.
So it's my fault you knocked up mine high school.
Hey!
Johnny Conniff's dead.
What do you think he just got there?
Well, you know, the family can be proud. He died a hero, that boy.
How do you know?
Because he died for his country, that's how I know.
For his country to do what?
Hey, Christine, this ain't the time.
When's gonna be the time? We don't even know why we're fighting over there.
Christine, that's enough.
Yeah, Ma, it is enough. 8 kids from this neighborhood are dead already. How many is it gonna take before you all wake up?
His old man signed a waiver so you can enlist at 17.
Jesus. What the hell was his rush?
His rush was he was
Oh,
doing
shit.
his patriotic duty.
I didn't realize that. I had to double take us just a minute ago. I didn't recognize him in the first scene that was Bill Murray.
They should not be showing.
I was gonna say, this dude looks like Canada Grabs for a second. Oh.
It was a different time. It was a different war.
I'll throw you right the hell out of here.
Jesus, Colonel, you got a short fuse today, huh?
I ain't got a short fuse. You just don't know when you lit it.
I like that. I like that. I've never heard that before. That's a good one.
The Noakes got a telegram this morning. Tommy's MIA.
Another one.
MIA doesn't mean dead. If anyone can survive out there, it's Tommy. He and his brothers, they got those street smarts.
Missing doesn't mean gone.
Stop! What are you doing? Those candles represent soldiers who were killed in Vietnam.
What the hell?
I mean, that shouldn't be a surprise.
Everyone's doing something and you're doing nothing.
Doing nothing. I served 4 years in uniform, starting when I was 18 years old.
You were playing poker at a military base in Massachusetts.
Don't tell us about immoral, all right? We're burying Johnny Conniff tomorrow, and Tommy Minogue's MIA, and you're out here marching with the enemy?
Let's just go home. Don't tarnish Johnny's memory like this.
Tarnish his memory.
Yeah, don't push us into your war. Fascist pig, you're the problem, man.
out for my friends, who, by the way, are over there fighting.
I'm not gonna fight you.
You don't have a choice because I'm going to hit you in about 3 seconds, but I'll give you the first crack. Give it your best shot.
I mean, he asked for it, dude. Like, he offered up his chin like it wasn't gonna get clocked out.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to go over to Vietnam and track down all the boys in the neighborhood and just give them a beer. You know, say thank you.
I could do that.
Are you serious, Chick? You can just hop on a merchant marine ship and drive over there?
Of course he's not serious. He's hammered. Look at him.
But that's his 5th beer, maybe, tops.
Get me a list of all the guys and the units that they're in, okay? Because I'm going to Vietnam and I'm bringing a beer. Yeah!
Like, I respect it. It's a great sentiment. I don't know that it would help though, in the grand scheme of things. If anything, maybe even worse.
When you're in Vietnam, you're gonna visit my son, right? 127th.
Oh.
Jesus. These guys are putting the horse way in front of the cart.
What do you mean?
I never said I was going to Vietnam. I said I was going to try to go.
No.
Yeah, you said you were going to go.
She was bringing beer.
Yeah, if there was a boat.
Yeah, I don't remember that part.
Don't worry about those guys. They don't really think you're going. They're just busting your balls.
Well, you're not going, right?
That's beside the point. Why do they think I'm not going?
I'm not going, but why do they think I'm not going? They think I'm some sort of schmuck?
What things I ever say I was going to do, I didn't do, huh?
Sounds like you got a long track record of that.
You never became a cop.
And you never played shortstop for the Yankees.
All we're saying is, you don't have to go to Vietnam. It's not like people really expect you to. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I mean, considering the home life and everything like that, seems like no one's got any expectations for him. I just realized I'm trying to turn on this heater and it's not plugged in.
How would bringing beer be supporting them?
It's about friendship and loyalty, something you know nothing about.
I hear you're going over to visit the boys. I want you to bring this to Tommy when you see him. Anyway, having 2 sets can't hurt.
No chance you have a ship heading to Vietnam anytime soon, right?
What, in 3 hours?
Goes out of Jersey, straight through Panama, then straight to Nam. Should be there in 2 months or so.
2 months.
Hey, you're in luck. They're still one short.
Destiny.
You going out of Jersey? She's loaded with 10,000 tons of ammo. Blow up half of Manhattan if something went sideways. If Jersey goes up, who'd miss it?
I don't get it. Why are you doing this?
It's like you said. Everyone's doing something. I'm doing nothing.
Everybody's heart's in the right place, man. Just not the government.
What's your deal, Donohue?
I need to find my stepbrother, Ricky Dugan, first air calf.
Stepbrother? He's not your goddamn real brother? No way. You ain't getting 3 days for a half-assed brother.
For a half-assed brother.
You got 3 days. It's 8:05. If you're not back here in 72 hours, in 1 second, you better be dead.
Yes, sir. You have my word, sir.
It's really just him. I was expecting him to drag his whole crew around, or that they would come along. I didn't think it would just be him heading over here.
Don't happen to know a guy named Tommy Collins.
Why?
I just brought him a couple of beers from New York.
So this is smart mouth. You looking to take a swim?
Which one of you donut holes wants to get your ass kicked first?
The fuck you say?
You heard me, Cupcake. What, you think that uniform makes you tough? Come on, bring it on. I'll stuff you right in that helmet.
What's your business?
Pacific, I'm traveling around in Vietnam, and I'm bringing beers to as many of my friends from my neighborhood as I can.
Understood. As you were.
What was that?
He thinks your man Donohue here is a tourist.
What do you mean? I am a tourist.
Tourist is what we call CIA.
Oh.
In that case.
How you getting there?
I don't know. I figured I'd hitchhike.
You don't have a plan?
You kidding me? How do I have a plan? It's not like you can hide in a tour bus out here.
What am I supposed to do? Let you go out there like a babe in Toyland and get your brains blown out like Hanif did?
Whoa, 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 whoa. You're worrying way too much. I'm not going to be fighting no one. I'm just delivering beers.
It's not that simple, man. Not here.
But why the hell do you think I came all the way to Nam?
I don't know, chick. You lost a bet. You're running from the cops.
You from Oklahoma?
No, New York.
Near Oklahoma? Lie, Oklahoma. Good movie.
Yeah, good football, too.
McRae? Great actor.
Man, that bag's, if it was actually full of just nothing but cans of beer, it's got to be heavy.
You know I can find any of the reporter guys around here?
Press, throw dot, hit press guy.
Westmoreland's saying there's a feeling of optimism all over Vietnam and that the communists are running for the hills.
Finish up your drinks, chaps. Time to go home.
Yeah, he's going to see a huge little wake-up call being here.
Turn that lying asshole off.
That's the President of the United States you're talking about. He deserves some respect.
Why?
Always. Russell Crowe.
How did you become such an expert on the public relations of war?
I'm not an expert. I never said I was one.
Thanks for the disclaimer.
I just traveled 12,000 nautical miles to bring all my enlisted friends a gift.
What kind of gift?
Beer. Beat that.
Beer. They can get beer here, you know.
Yeah, but not American beer.
Impossible to get around in my country right now. Military travel only.
Do you have a plane heading to LZ Jane?
I can get you most of the way there, Sarah. Then you're gonna have to chop her in. And what's your rank?
You're civilian? Yes, as far as you're concerned.
Oh, he's trying to pull that card. God.
The gentleman's name in the manifest immediately.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
John Donohue? No. Captain Dyer in Saigon instructed me to be of assistance in any way I can.
Oh yeah. Oh, Don.
Oh my God. I can't believe this is working.
What can I do you for?
Well, I need a lift to LZ Jane.
Not a problem.
So what,
Doom Club.
Any chance you can brief us a little? You can trust us.
Come on, Habishaw. If you could trust us, he wouldn't be a very good CIA agent.
Tell us without telling us?
All right, let's just say I'm here to deliver beer to a friend.
Beer?
I'm going to think it's a code word.
In Bravo Company. First aid cab?
Keg?
Cans.
It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Wow.
No! We'll find you! Lieutenant Gil Habershaw, 528th Support Battalion! That'll make it easier!
God, like how true is some of this, man? But I gotta say, man, I love Zac Efron. He's such an underrated actor, man.
Let me see your papers. I don't have any. No orders, no papers. Mission classified. God damn it, they never tell me shit.
God.
Dugan, report to TOC ASAP. Over.
Right now? That's 200 meters and our situation's hot.
Out. He's on his way.
Dude, he's gonna get someone killed.
You want to see me, Sarge?
Oh, wow, he made it.
You delivering beer in a battle zone? Yeah, so it's fine. I just came from seeing Collins.
You found Collins?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
So what am I supposed to do with him?
Hell, if I know, he's yours now. Take him with you.
Well, I'm on ambush post, sir.
Your problem, Dugan.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
What's this for?
To shoot the bad guys, Dodo.
No. Bad idea, Sarge. He's got a better chance of shooting one of us than one of them.
I was in the military.
Where'd you serve?
Massachusetts.
Yeah, give me that.
God damn, man. This is so messed up.
All I can think about. These are the last moments of your life.
Wow, funny about that.
Who's this hand job?
Hey. He jumped on a freighter in New York. Came all the way out here. Bring me a beer.
How many beers you bring?
Bunch.
Now would be the time to pass them out.
I get while like killing the edge would be important in some ways, but on the flip side of that, in this situation, a buzz wouldn't be the best thing either. But as bleak as shit is over here, it might not even matter, man.
Let's get some sleep.
Where?
Here. What are you expecting at Howard Johnson's?
War's not pretty, man, and this is definitely one of the ugliest.
I went home after my first tour. Didn't fit in.
There was a lot of that.
Twice.
After a while, like, there was no reintegrating.
Okay, guys, we're heading out. Wait, hang on. One sec. One breakfast beer first.
God, it seems like he's got a bag of infinite beer.
Hey, fellas. Smile.
Hey, anyone else?
Here. Your scrapbook.
Randall's girlfriend wanted me to give these to him. Guess you could use them.
That's not a rock you're sitting on. That's elephant shit. Thanks for coming all the way out here, chick. Probably the only crazy bastard on earth to do something like this.
Hey, stay safe, Ricky. I'll see you back in the neighborhood.
I don't think you will.
Hey, can you take me to Saigon? Is that where you're bringing him? Bringing who? Where's the rest of them?
That's the thing is that nobody really knows who they're fighting.
Come on, man. Just tell him what he wants. Say it, man. I killed him. We got it.
Sorry, sir. I can't find nothing going to Saigon.
Well, keep looking, okay? I need to be into harbor by 8 a.m., so I need to get out of here by tonight. Play cool. Do they have choppers?
Sure. It's a helicopter base.
Oh, can you get me a lift there?
All right. Give me a second. Let me see what I can do.
Wait. That the CIA guys trying to rein him in, or? Oh God, dude. Nope. 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 I feel like, I mean, if he's truly tried to just get back to Saigon at this point, I don't see why he doesn't just turn himself in.
The shit you hear about what's going on over there, and everyone's got a different point of view. Like my Uncle Leo, even he said he wouldn't fight in Vietnam because he doesn't even know who the Nazis are over there.
There's still Nazis?
Well, I mean, yes, there are.
You're going over there to defend the United States of America. How could that possibly not be the right thing to do?
God, he's the one that put him over here, dude. Or at least solidified his decision. I mean, all things aside, the country's gorgeous. I just hope we don't see a child bomb. I was really worried that that was gonna be one of those situations. Oh, that sounds big. Oh my God!
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Oh, they're scorched or something.
Who's that? It's McClone! Looney? Chickie, what the hell? Why? Am I dead?
Am I dead?
Now the CIA is after me because I saw shit that I wasn't supposed to see. They were throwing people out of helicopters. And if you stay out here alone, you're a dead man. I'll take my chances.
God, I'm so like, anytime we have any of these lingering shots, I'm just expecting somebody to get shot.
What happened to those elephants back there?
Napalm! It's a miracle anything survives out here.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Stay safe, Looney. We'll see you back in the neighborhood.
How come he doesn't get a beer? I didn't see him give him one beer. Okay, okay, thank you. You came here to give a beer. Give these kids beer.
How can I catch up with it then?
How fast can you swim?
I don't have a plan B.
Well, the top of my head, I'd say you port.
Damn, that sucks.
Oklahoma!
New York?
Why don't you stop over in New York and I'll buy you a beer?
Okay. New York people nice?
Yeah.
The best. Just
Depends.
don't look them in the eye on the sidewalk and you might have to fight them.
Actually, the only people I know from New York are Jay and Adam. they're nice as fuck.
My ship, the Drake, left early. Anyways, it took off without me, so I'm in a real jam here.
The captain said if you're not dead, he'll take you back on the ship if you can catch up with it.
I was up in the mountains at LZ Jane with the first Air Cav.
They haven't let non-military personnel up there in weeks.
They didn't mention that when I was up there.
He's learning.
I don't know, maybe if some of you guys lost as many friends as I had, you'd feel a little differently.
Those names behind the bar.
That's what I thought.
What's been killed so far? Friends of mine. The lies and the conspiracy to distort the truth. That's what hurts America. You've seen the soldiers we got out here.
Any more though, you can't. Fuck, you don't. I mean, like, I feel like real journalism is also dead at this point too, because you can't trust half of that either.
You sure got some weird fireworks out here.
That's not fireworks.
Soldier, what's the word?
Saigon's under attack. Viet Cong are everywhere. They've got half of Chalon.
No, I told you, get your asses out of here before you...
Oh! I saw that too, dropping. I was literally just thinking we've gone this whole movie and I don't think we've actually seen a death.
Oklahoma? Oklahoma!
Chickie! Get out of the street! He's dead! Move!
You okay? Yeah. Don't forget to breathe.
You know, when I was a kid, if I did something wrong, like lie to my mother or sneak into the teacher's office to steal the test answers, hawking candy, whatever, God always found a way to make me pay for it. You know, like I'd make an error in the big game, or I'd break my leg, or something. First time I had sex, I got craps. She blamed me.
Smuggling beer into a war zone. That's not the smartest thing I've ever heard of. That's certainly not the worst either.
What was the point of that tank coming in and just shooting that one shot at that one spot in the wall and then backing off?
Coates, you're right. Ceasefire was bullshit. And VA came in with 80,000 troops, attacked over 100 cities and towns.
Wow.
How did they get in here?
BC sappers blew the wall open.
But that wall? Our guys blew that up. After the VC was already in here.
The military just briefed us. The VC blew it open and piled in.
The military must be mistaken. I saw it with my own.
Oh God, please tell me we didn't drop an atomic bomb.
Someone just blew the ammo dump at Long Bin.
Shit.
Where are you going?
I got a friend in Long Bin. I gotta get over there.
You don't even know how to get there.
I'll follow the mushroom cloud. Chickie, why would the military say that it was the VC?
The enemy blasting a hole in the wall is easier to sell than some kind of VC inside job, you know?
I'm gonna look for my friend.
At this point, I don't think he needs to. At this point, I don't think he needs to be toting the bag around, man. Beer's not important right now.
Bobby, holy shit, thank God.
Really? Had to flatten my entire base to get you to visit me?
God damn.
Described the embassy attack as a Viet Cong defeat. In my opinion, this is diversionary to his main effort, which he had planned.
I just noticed they're using actual broadcasts.
They didn't just attack the embassy, they attacked the whole damn city. Diversionary.
Chickie, come on, let's go.
I was wondering, like, it seemed like a good old little romp for a while. And I was like, for a long time, I was like, man, this is almost kind of undercutting the whole travesty of this situation, downplaying the whole, like, seriousness of what it was like to be here. But it's went full bore here on this back half.
Gotta be here to see what's going on.
Oh yeah, I get that, but this is just for a few days. You can come back.
Don't be dumb like that.
This ain't a war no more. It's mass murder.
That's what war is, Chick. It's one giant crime scene.
Come on, Chickie, let's go. I gotta get back here. I got a job to do.
Hey, take care of yourself.
You too,
Hey, when you get home, do me a favor. Take a bath.
I hope we don't see his name on the board when he's making his rounds back through.
This will get you to Manila, sir. Then you're on your own. Thanks, Habershaw. This is most appreciated.
Oh, this guy.
Look, Habershaw, I gotta come clean. I'm not CIA.
Yeah, right.
No, really, I'm not.
You're not?
No.
What are you?
I'm nothing.
You guys are the fucking best.
God damn it.
Thanks, Pappy. I appreciate you taking care of me out here. I'll see you back in the neighborhood, right?
Yeah, of course. You got a good heart, Chickie.
God, every time they say that, I expect somebody to get sniped.
This life's just a crapshoot, huh? The assholes like you and me live while Reynolds and Minogue die.
Tommy can still turn up.
He's gone, Chick. Tommy, they found him.
You sure?
Yeah.
He gave him the push to even come here, too. And he remembered that. He's got to live with that.
Hey, Les! He came back to settle his tab.
No.
So how was the trip?
Not quite.
You must have had a ball.
A ball? What the fuck?
So how was it, Chick? Really? Yeah, we kicking ass and taking names?
No.
What?
What do you mean?
It's tough to make sense of anything over there.
Well, that's what war is. It's a messy business.
All due respect, this is different. It's chaotic.
They all are, but it's a controlled chaos.
Not this time. The chaos over there isn't under control.
Look, I know our granddads and our dads, they went over to Europe to save the world.
And I would put today's guys up there with them any day. I mean, any day. But I'm not so sure we're saving the world this time. I'm sorry I couldn't get these to him, Mrs. Minogue.
It felt good knowing that someone was over there checking on our boys. Take these. Tommy would want you to have them.
I'm the one who talked Tommy into going.
What? No, he wanted to go.
No, he didn't. I knew Tommy was scared. Everyone knew. So I talked him into it. Oh, I didn't want to be afraid. I'm sorry. Gotta change a few things up. A little less drinking, a little more thinking.
You really gonna quit drinking?
I said less drinking.
Tommy Collins, Ricky Duke, all came home safe. They all eventually quit drinking, mostly. Chickie Donohue never did become a police officer, sell peanuts at the polo grounds. I'm going to pause this because I'm not going to be able to read this. The polo grounds, but he did graduate from high school, or also Harvard University's Kennedy School of Government. Chickie went on to work as a sandhog, one of New York's tunnel builders, eventually becoming their legislative and political director. Sorry, this might throw off the watch along, but I'm not confident that I can read each one of these fast enough. Oh, wow. Oh. At least they got to come home, man. I really liked this film. It was a little hokey, it was a little fun, it was a little zany. I'm curious, like, how much of this is kind of how it played out. I know this is based on the book about that true story, so I'm wondering how much of this kind of carried over, how much, because, you know, they switched things up, obviously, to make the movie. But, like, I was gonna say, like, early on, I was just like, this seems way too upbeat for a movie set in Vietnam during the Vietnam War. And I was just like, parts of it, while it was fun, while it was funny, it was getting laughs out of me and stuff like that. And I knew there was going to be a journey, like this wake-up call eventually. I was like, man, we've gone a long time without actually seeing any of the horrors of it. It's been alluded to in some subtle ways. Obviously, you know, people tried to tell him, but telling somebody like that who's coming out of this fog of all this propaganda about the war, coming into it with this idea that it's all fighting the bad guys, we're pushing them back, we're winning, our boys are doing God's work and whatnot, when it's... I agree with him. I agree with him when he came back in that statement that, you know, I think other wars, I think there's definitely an argument to be made that there was a right and a wrong side to that. And not here, not with Vietnam, about how to draw that line. It's not clear cut by any means. It was an ugly, ugly war. If you could even call it a war, I don't know that I could even call it that. I was like, you know, this is fun. I'm having a good time. It's cheeky. And while I knew this turn was going to come, there have to be this wake-up call, this realization of what's going on, and that what he's been fed isn't exactly how it's gone down. For a while, I was like, wow, we're halfway into this, and we haven't really seen any of it. We've seen, like, the scarred elephants. We've seen people telling him he needs to get out. We've seen some firefights and stuff like that. The child in the street running away from him in fear, being like, hey, people that look like me may not be seen as the good guy, you know? We've seen like these little subtle things, and I was like, wow, we've gone a long time without seeing any of the grisliness of it. And for a while, I started to feel like it's undercutting it. But there was a reason for it, and I wasn't sure because I was like, I feel like because we saw the truck, we heard the buzzings, the cyclings of like bees, of flies when he came across when he was hiking, you know, that crashed truck, Jeep, whatever it was, where he found that, I don't know what that was, that satchel or something that made him think back to Tommy and him pushing him out here. You know, we heard like what sounded like possibly, you know, carrying, you know, being preyed upon, but we didn't see it. And I was wondering, because honestly, I went into this, I have no idea what this was actually rated. I didn't even check. So like going into this, I didn't know if we were just going to kind of dance around it. The further we got along into it, the deeper into the movie we got, and we were still kind of having this like jovial kind of tone, I'm starting to feel like this is just undercutting the seriousness of what everybody involved went through during this whole thing. But my God, in that back half, it took a turn. And it showed it. The bodies, the civilians, the soldiers, both sides, and the ugliness of it all, and the lies of it all that took place to try to spin the public relations battle itself, because like they said, there was multiple wars happening all at once, and there was a PR war, so that's one of the reasons why that tank blew out that wall, because they could sell that story, because the American people could get behind something like that. So they manufactured that because it's better than knowing that somebody on the inside or somebody that you thought was your ally had turned. And speaking of that, because there was this constant talk about this not knowing who the enemy is, I was honestly kind of concerned early on that Oklahoma, when he was jotting down his name and his address and stuff like that, I was like, oh God, because that was such an endearing little like exchange, them bonding over that. And then I was like, that would be a big wake-up call for him. That's what I was kind of starting to think, if that guy ended up not being a friendly. But no, he just, you know, 1 week till retirement, and this outbreak in Saigon happened, and he didn't make it out. Sad, man. Russell Crowe. I thought he was going to just pop up and just be that one reporter for a hot minute and just disappear for the rest of the movie. But he did for a big bulk of it, but he came back into play. And I love that this shines a light on like warfare journalists, like the people in the trenches, making sure what's happening gets out. I think those guys do brave work. Observing all of that and putting yourself in the thick of it. And, you know, definitely not all of them make it back. It's by no means a glorious job in and of its own right. And I like that they kind of shed a light on that. And I like that they did kind of like put an earnestness. It was like, why is all this stuff you report bad? And I was like, we're just reporting the truth. I like that they kind of shed the light on that and used the actual footage from what was being sold out to the public in this. And it took me a while to notice that they were actually using like archival footage of those broadcasts, and then kind of paralleling that with what has come out since about the things that transpired here. And this was fun. It was fun. Zac Efron did a great job, and that's just to kind of be to expected for me, at least, because I know he's good. He's good. He doesn't get the respect that he deserves, I think. He doesn't always find himself in the best roles, though. I will give him that. Still need to see The Greatest Showman, because I know he was in that. Dude, I was streaming. I was streaming tears, dude. When he came home and was just like spouting the truth to everybody. And I like that his friends didn't really push back. They were receptive. Even the bartender, Bill Murray, who was like, all war is how they all are, whatever, push back against the enemy and that kind of stuff. You know, he didn't push. He was at least open and receptive to what Chickie had to say in the end. I do kind of wish that he would have opened up more to his sister about what he did see, but I think she could read that in his demeanor without actually having to have words spoken. As a film, I thought this was pretty solid. I think there's some fat you could trim out of here. I think overall, I think this was a pretty damn good film. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and just the unbiasedness that it had. I mean, I guess you could argue that it has its own bias, but through this medium, just kind of shedding some light on what was a horrific event and honestly a harrowing kind of story. It was dumb as hell to do what he did, but the lengths and the commitment and then to bring back that truth, like, it's a commendable effort in the end. It turned out to be this like soul journey that brought about this awakening, not just for himself, but the people in connection with him. And even so, even if, and I'm sure, like, even in the heat of all the chaos that was going on, just some glimmer of thought. As stupid as it is, as ignorant as it was, and as much as it may downplay what is happening and what they're going through, at the end of the day, a friend brought you a beer when you probably never thought you'd even see them again. Never go home again. And some of them didn't. Some of those people did come back. It's just the reality of that situation, that war, and, well, just wars in general, man. But it's stupid, but his heart was in the right place, but it wasn't thinking about the greater picture. But then again, he didn't have the greater picture. He didn't have the full picture. He had like a jigsaw puzzle that had other pieces from different sets put into different slots to create a different picture, and he ended up having to go over there and find the missing pieces and put it back together. I'm curious what happened though with Russell Crowe, like the person he was playing. Anyway, this was a really good one. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. And remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. And remember, guys, if you sign up for either, you too can put in your suggestions and also vote on what movies react to. And who knows, maybe yours will win the next poll. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Melito, Robert Aguiano, Raven McGann, Jeffrey Hale, M. Sephiroth, Jake Cantrell, Amy Becca, Josh Lee, and Aaron Myers. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, and everybody who's been helping support this channel the whole way through. Love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.